Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I have some new makeup here to try out with you guys today. A couple of things actually. First off, an eyeshadow palette. I have the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Nouveau. Is it just called the Nouveau palette? I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about. We're going to test this thing out today. I haven't even opened the box yet, so we're going to have a look at that. We're going to try it out. I also have here in front of me all three of the Persona blush multi-sticks, so we're going to try these out as well. We'll do some swatches. We'll probably try one of the colors out on my cheeks and one of them out on my lips. I'm very curious about this palette. Already in size, I can see that it's a little bit smaller than what we're used to from the old, the old school Anastasia Beverly Hills. We'll get into it all. We'll take a look at the packaging, do some swatching. I'm going to see how much product is inside here, how many grams of product compared to some of their older palettes, all that good stuff. So I hope that you guys are all very excited. Thank you, or even moderately excited. Thanks for joining me either way. A special welcome to those of you that are new. Very happy to have you here. Hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you do, I hope that you'll consider subscribing to my channel. Make sure your notifications are turned on just so you know every time I upload a new video. With that out of the way, let's get right to it. Okay, so let's open up the box. So I ordered this shortly after I saw that it was released, and I actually even paid for expedited shipping. And then it sat on my desk for like 4 days because I have been so busy painting for the last 4 days, you guys. It's been crazy. So this video is going up a little later than I had planned. Oh my goodness. The packaging of this, I love their packaging. I mean, I'll be honest, I don't actually love their velvety packaging, but all the other packaging, like kind of more limited edition type palettes they've done, no, scratch that, with the exception of the Carly Bible palette. Didn't love that one so much, but I love the Riviera. I love the Jackie Aina packaging. I think that is so cute. And the Sultry. This one is so fun. It has this like linen texture, like kind of canvasy linen texture on the front. Love the green. And here is a look at the shadows inside. All right, so the pans look bigger than what we're used to from ABH. So let's just have a look here. So actually here, okay, it's not that different in size. It's like 1/4 of an inch shorter and 1/4 of an inch less wide. But as far as how much product we're getting, let's do some investigating here, shall we? I need my glasses for this. Net 1.34 grams. And then in the Soft Glam, we have net 0.74 grams and 0.02 ounces each. So scratch that. You actually get more product inside here than the traditional, this size of palette. The actual pans are a little bit larger. So here it is right here. It looks like you get 12 shades rather than the 14, but you can see that these pans are quite a bit larger than what we have gotten before. So here's a little size comparison. So you guys can see, look at this color story. Very neutral and soft, but this looks very, very pretty and fun. I love the variety of greenish tones inside here. I am pretty sure that I own shades similar to these, at least on first glance within my collection. I have similar shimmery green shades within my collection. I mean, this shade, oh, that looks so pretty. Definitely want to try that one out. But as a whole, this looks like a really fun color story. It's actually kind of giving me, is it the Wild Nothing palette from ColourPop? I never did pick that one up. It caught my attention. I thought it looked really pretty, but this is kind of giving me vibes maybe to like a ColourPop palette. I mean, what doesn't give vibes to ColourPop palette? There are so many ColourPop palettes out there. So I'm going to insert a close-up of the palette for you guys right here so you can have a closer look at it. Hopefully have a look at the swatches on my arms. You can see how the shades look swatched. But as I mentioned, I have not actually swatched this or tried it out yet. So I want to swatch a few of these just live for you guys so I can get an idea of what I actually want to use. This shade, Lily, L-I-L-I, this kind of pink gold kind of sparkly shade. It's like a pinky purple bronzy gold with silver reflex in it. Looks really, really pretty. Let's give that a little swatch on the back of my hand. Oh, wow. That is glorious. This shade right here, you know that this shade is going to catch my eye. I am all about light, very subtle greens. I mean, I love those type of shades. Did I just say I am all about? I feel like that's a phrase I would normally mock when people use that phrase, but sometimes I use phrases that I mock. That's okay. Oh wow, you guys. That is stunning. Okay, I'm getting really excited about this palette. I've tried out so many great eyeshadow palettes this month. This month's favorites video is going to be so hard. Let's try this green. This one had a little bit more of a soft minty tone. This has more of a kind of, I don't know, like army kind of mid-tone green. As well though. A little bit of a bronze shift to it. Do you guys see that? Also, let's try out this shade right here. Give me very like old school MAC Club. Anyone remember MAC's Club? Which I feel like there's a lot of companies that do this type of a shade. It's kind of like a green with a like purpley brown shift to it. Not the most unique shade in the world. This one looks really pretty, but I've seen shades like this. Or very similar to this done many times over. I think Wet n Wild even has one. Pretty stuff, you guys. Let's just swatch two more shimmers really quickly. I want to do this gold right here and this bronze right here. Here is the kind of peach color. It's like a peachy gold. Very pretty. This one feels a little more dry, maybe a little bit more flaky. And then this bronze, oh boy, this looks like a beautiful shade of bronze. Ooh, that looks like Woodwinked from MAC. Okay, there are all the shimmers right there. They are stunning. I really want to swatch this fun lavender here. I think this is kind of a fun pop of color. I actually like a lavender on the eyes. It's really fun to work into a look, especially in the spring. Okay, where is that? Sorry guys. Left my mirror open. It was reflecting on my face. I'm battling the sun always. So there's the lavender right there. Really fun shade. So we're just going to jump into an eye look with this. So I'm going to zoom you guys in just a little bit and I'm not even sure what I'm going to use quite yet. It's going to be tough to decide, but we'll come up with something. All right, you guys. So I want to start off by going in with this dusty kind of rose shade. Right there, you have this one down here that's a little bit more kind of corally or like melon colored. This one's a little bit more dusty and rosy, a little bit lighter. I'm going to take that on my Sydney Grace large blending brush. By the way, I'm sure you can tell I already have my foundation, my concealer on. I did use my Glotion primer today from Tarte. Put on my Alter Ego eyeshadow primer, and then I used my Tarte Ultra Creamy concealer. What did I use for foundation today? Oh yeah, I used my L'Oreal Age Perfect Serum Foundation. So this is the shade Floor. Really pretty color. Let's take this brush right here. This is the large shader brush, also from Sydney Grace. We're gonna dip it into, actually let's dip it into the more corally shade right here, and let's run this on the lower lash line. Okay, that looks a little heavy. There's a lot of pigment in that shade. It's very pretty. I think it's going to be fine. Once I put all the rest of my makeup on, smoke out that outer corner, add some mascara, I think it's going to come together in the end. It looks a little crazy right now, especially when you use shades that have a little bit of red in them, which this does. Kind of makes you look maybe a little sickly, like you're having an allergic reaction to something. Let's try popping this green on top of that peach, hoping it doesn't like do something weird to the color, but I think that's such a pretty green. And next to that green, really the darkest thing in here is this shade Muse in the corner, which is very dark. It does have some shimmer in it. It's maybe a little darker than I wanted to go today. So let's go into this dark green, this matte green, the shade Liberty. And this I'm going to take on the Detail blending brush from Sydney Grace. Pretty sure I raved about these brushes in both of my last two videos, but I'm just going to keep raving about them. They did send these to me, by the way, but I don't make any sort of like commission off of them. So if you guys feel like I'm really pushing these on you, it's not because I'm like making money off of them. I just really love Sydney Grace products, and I'm really excited to see I love when I find a company that makes a good set of brushes that aren't over the top expensive, and I feel like these are pretty affordable. And so far all of them are good. Okay, I'm loving this combination, the peach with the green. It doesn't surprise me the formulas are good. I've always loved ABH's formulas, especially her matte formulas. All right, let's take a little bit of that green shade on the lower lash line. I just want to connect kind of the lower to the upper. I'm going to take that same little smudger brush, which is technically called the large shader brush. Quick side story, so I actually went on their website and wrote down in a Sharpie marker the names of the brushes on here because they're not actually named, and I now have Sharpie marker on my fingernail. So just the tiniest bit on this large shader brush. It doesn't look like a large shader brush, it's quite tiny. This shade is giving me Natasha Denona Mini Retro matte green vibes. A little bit darker than that shade, but very similar. Alright, now the hard part. Which shimmer? I'm leaning towards either this pink lily or this green, which is Wings. Oh, that's a cute name. Oh my gosh, those are both so pretty. Oh, this is so hard. I'm gonna go with the green. Shall we? Okay, I don't want to waste what's on my finger, so I'm just gonna tap that on. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, that was one of the quickest eye looks I've done in a while. I think that's as far as I want to go. Actually, let's just take a little flat brush. This is the small shader brush, I think. Yes. Let's take that green. We're going to take the same shade. Actually, let's take this matte cream right here. Let's put a matte cream on the inner corner just to do something I don't often do. I usually put a shimmer here, but it's kind of fun and different. So I do actually want to add, instead of adding a liner, like a pencil liner, I'm going to add just a bit of this dark brown shade right here. I want to wet my brush first. One sec. So I'm going to slightly dampen this flat brush right here. We're going to dip it into this shade, which is the shade Muse. I'm just going to draw a little bit of a wing line here. All right, that looks incredible. I'm gonna add a couple coats of my Lash Princess mascara, then we'll get into the multi-sticks from Persona, and then we will talk about my final thoughts. All right, guys, here are the finished eyes. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful look. I have to say, I'm very, very impressed with these. I love this green shimmer. It is such a beautiful shimmer on the lid. It's the perfect tone. It's nice and brightening, but it's not too icy. This is perfect because it gives you a little bit of brightness, but I feel like it would work with any skin tone. It's not overly green, but it definitely has that perfect hint of green that I really love. And the mattes in here performed beautifully. I can't wait to keep playing with this palette. I'm really excited about this one. I bought it because I was curious, but I'm excited to keep reaching for it because I'm genuinely excited to try out some of these other shades in here. And that is saying something because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 really fantastic, newer, at least newer to me, eyeshadow palettes right over here on the right of my desk. So I will definitely keep playing with it and let you guys know. Very happy with this so far though. Happy to know that the shades, or the amount of product you get in here, is more than I initially thought that it would be when I saw this, and I assumed because there were less shades that maybe it was like an inflation thing. But there is a lot of product in here. Like I said, 1.34 grams, whereas this one has 0.74 grams net, so quite a bit more product in here, almost double. So the price was a little steep, in fact a little steeper than I remember these ones being, but you are getting more actual physical product inside. Hopefully that will help for those of you that had some questions on why there are fewer shadows inside here. Oh gosh, I hate when that happens. Okay, let's move on to the multi-sticks. So I was sent all 3 of these shades. So excited about these. I love everything from Persona, just about. Actually, their bronzer did break me out a little bit, so I really hope that these don't break me out, but we're gonna give them a try today. And the good thing is these can be used on the lips as well. I love the Flower Beauty ones for my cheeks and my lips. I'm very curious to see how these compare to the flower ones that I love. So we have 3 shades here. This one is the shade Kiss. This is the darkest one, the most kind of red toned one. So just so you guys know, here's a little card that they sent me. These are the 3 shades. They're $26 each. They can be used for the cheeks or the lips, and they come in the shades Kiss, Teddy, and Bubble. So Kiss is like the brighter red. Teddy is kind of the brown, kind of beigey pink, and then we have the bright, kind of like bubblegum kind of pink, which is the shade Bubble. So here's the shade Kiss. Ooh, that's pretty bright. Pretty though. Why don't we just go ahead and try these on my lips? Actually, we're going to start with the lightest one first though. Let's start with Teddy on the lips first. So here's the shade Teddy. While I'm opening this box, I'll insert a close-up for you guys right here of the products. You can see how they look inside their packaging and also how the shades compare to each other just on first glance. So here's the shade Teddy. Okay, I know I'm gonna love this on my lips and my cheeks. That is gorgeous. Much more kind of peachy beige or brown, but there is a hint of pink in it that I don't think is gonna be too warm for me. That looks really pretty. Let's put that one on the lips real quick. So all I have on my lips right now, I did put a little bit of my Hard Candy Bountiful Bear on just before this video started. Most of that should be worn off. Super creamy. So there's the shade Teddy. Beautiful. That's really pretty on the lips. Let's have a look at Bubble. Then we'll decide which one I want to use on my cheeks, or what I think will go best with my eye look today. So here is the shade Bubble. Oh, fun. Oh my gosh. That is so bright. Oh, super pretty. Okay. I mean, it's bright, but these are pretty creamy. You could definitely shear these out quite a bit. So let's try this one out on my lips as well. Really nice. I love that. That would be really cute on the cheeks too. I'm super curious about the red for the cheeks. But I feel like today the Teddy shade is going to go best on my cheeks. So again, let me just walk you through these one more time. Kiss, Teddy, Bubble. Very curious to try this one out. Let me know if you guys want to see me try this shade, the red, on my cheeks out in a different video. Today I'm going to use Teddy, this kind of brown nude shade. So to do that, I'm going to take my favorite cream blush brush. I was going to use my foundation brush from Sydney Grace, but I actually haven't tried this out with a blush, a cream blush yet. I love it for a cream bronzer, but let's just take the one that I know I love. This is the Alter Ego number 4 brush. That is my favorite brush to use for cream or liquid blushes. We're just going to pop a little bit onto the top, dab a little bit off on the back of my hand, and then just pop that onto my cheeks. I'm going to take my sponge that I used for my foundation earlier, just run that along the edges. These are pretty pigmented, but very, very creamy. I mean, I'll try not to cut any of this out so you guys can see how quickly that went on and blended out. That is stunning. Very, very pretty. Very happy with these. I can't wait to keep playing with them. I will let you guys know if these break me out. I did mention that the bronzer stick from them broke me out just a little bit, but the highlighter stick doesn't break me out. So we'll see how this goes. I will definitely keep you guys posted, but very happy with how that looks so far. Let's just do one more thing. I realized I didn't put the red on my lips and I told you guys I would, so let's try out the red on my lips. Okay, I would probably never wear that on my lips. That looks kind of crazy. With the right look, I feel like it could work, but not with this look today. But I'm excited to try this one out on my cheeks. Hang on, I'm just going to kind of work that into my lips a little bit more, and then I'm going to put the shade Teddy back on top. And that is it. That is the completed makeup look today. What did you guys think? Have you tried any of these things out? The cream blush sticks, I think these just came out a week ago or so on Persona's website. And I think that they come to Ulta the end of the month, I believe. Yes, the end of June. So keep an eye out for these. I will keep you guys posted on the different shades. I'll try and come back and use this one in a video because I really want to try this on my cheeks. This one too. I bet that'd be so pretty for summertime. Love the eye look today. Very excited about this palette. Love the packaging. Performance-wise, what I use so far works really well. I have a feeling these are going to be great shadows. You can just kind of tell sometimes when you're swatching and dipping into things. Not always. Check my last video. Marshall's palette, that one didn't go so well, but I have a feeling these feel very like traditional Anastasia, and I actually like some of these shimmer formulas a little bit better than some of her other ones that have been in her other palettes. But that is going to do it for today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Lots of exciting things coming up on my channel, so let that be a reminder to subscribe before you leave. I am actually moving into my new room tomorrow. My husband just has to caulk the baseboards tonight and put the plates on all the light outlets. That's the word I'm looking for. Oh, good heavens. So we are just about done. I'm hoping to have that vlog up for you guys early next week. And pretty soon in a couple more videos, you guys will see a different background for me, see me in my new room. So excited about it, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. Thank you guys for joining me today. I hope that you guys are doing well. But that's it for today. I will see all of you guys in my next video. Bye. Does blue and orange make green? Color wheel experts out there. I'd have to look that up. That's kind of sad. I feel like I should know something like that. As someone that has bought maybe 40,000 boxes of crayons in her life and has raised or is raising 4 kids.